Hi there, I'm John from CNCROI.com, and today we're going to make custom acrylic coasters. What I really like about coming out with a new logo for the company just a few weeks ago is that it gives me the opportunity to redo old videos, but with new content using the knowledge that I've gained over the last couple of years using our various CNC equipment. One of them is coasters, and acrylic specifically. We made a lot of acrylic coasters, different sizes, different shapes, and something I always wanted to come back onto, but I just never got around to it. Now that our logo happens to be round, it's a great opportunity to show you what we can do coaster-wise using acrylic. So we're going to do two different ones. We're going to do this one here, which is, you can sort of see through it. It's a semi-transparent, like a smoky color. And you'll notice that here it's nice sort of matte finish. And it is laser engraved, as you can see from the depth. The other one we're going to do is a clear acrylic that looks a lot like glass on the edge. So this one's really popular with a lot of customers. And this one here I decided to change the focus a bit so that you see the strong lines going across it. So what we'll do now, we'll take a look at our industrial laser, making the Smoky one first. Something to keep in mind with acrylic is that, like lamicoids and a bunch of other material we use here in the shop, you have literally thousands of options available to you. Just in acrylic there's hundreds of different colors, different transparencies, and they all sort of work pretty similar as well. So as you can see here, you have two different kinds of acrylic. One's a smoky, one's a clear, but acrylic is generally acrylic. Now for the smoky one, what's really nice about it is that if you have a nice matte finish and you flip it around, you end up with something like this. Now you might say, well, why do I want something like that? It's kind of hard to see. Well, what you do is you introduce a backlight to it. And because you have the smooth surface, it comes out really, really cool. So what we'll do now, we'll take a look at the clear acrylic that looks like glass. The nice thing about this material is that unlike glass, it doesn't really shatter. It's a lot stronger. except for polycarbonate and other bulletproof kind of glass. So let's take a look at this one here being made. Now, because acrylic can be gotten in a whole bunch of different transparencies, I just have two sort of extremes here. There's also a solid one, so you can't see at all through it. And we can also color change acrylic using our fiber laser source. But again, we need to know the application, because let's say this is a coaster. You probably don't want the roughness here to be facing upwards. You want it facing downwards. And as you can see, we can just reverse engrave just about anything that you want. So it just gives you an idea of what's possible using our laser with acrylic alone. Another nice thing we can do with acrylics is actually add LED lights around it or on the edge. And then what that does is make it shine. I haven't done a video about that yet, but I'll get around to it eventually. So if you're looking for custom acrylic, basically anything, contact me at CNCKing.com. In the case of coasters, we can make them out of stainless steel, we can make them out of corian, we can make them out of cement, literally anything that you want. It all depends on how many you want and the budget that you have and your timeline. So if you want something tomorrow, you're sort of stuck with what we have in stock, but if you give us a few weeks lead time, the options are literally endless.